Yeah, we're live. Oh God, finally. So sorry everybody that's waiting. We had a real nightmare trying to log in, which we don't normally have this problem, but we're live. So now we know, and that's the cakes. So just to let you know, we've been just a bit late today. We've been trying to log in desperately to log in to go into live. We have all kinds of problems. We're in live now. We're glad you're here. Thank you for staying. Kelly is just going to bake some cakes, so he's just stopping the thing now. So yeah, we're a little behind schedule, but thank you for joining us. I've got my t-shirt on ready to go. So we're here. So before we start, just going to say summer is, well, I say summer is here, spring is here. The first time I actually managed to mow the lawn, although it's supposed to get really cold. So I'm just looking forward to the end of lockdown. We can actually get out, do some things, and go out and do other things apart from being in the house all day. Everyone got their cup, everyone got their mug, everyone got something to drink.
And I'm just coming with the cake.
So Kay's coming with the cake. She's going to have a little look. And this is the other thing as well. My lockdown hair, I can't wait to get this cut. It's been bugging me for ages. One thing I have noticed though is when you're going around town, you do see people with all their hair done and all hair cut. I think, where do you get your hair cut? Some people at work have done it themselves. It doesn't look great. It's all been shaved off, not mentioning anybody in particular. So I've decided to let mine grow until the barbers and stuff are open. So hopefully that will be soon. And we can then get to have a proper decent haircut. So in the meantime, we'll talk a little bit about what we've been getting up to. So I don't know if anybody's seen, I've uploaded a couple new videos based upon one of the purchases. So I bought Kelly this, the Back to the Future Hill Valley cookbook, which is 65 recipes inspired by the film. And I baked a couple from in there. Really did take me back to my childhood watching the Back to the Future movies. So I managed to bake some here. So what have you got?
I got cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
So I baked some cupcakes and I wanted them to be baked in time. Originally I wanted to do cake, sort of like these fancy little cakes, but all the stuff from Amazon didn't arrive. So I didn't get
a chance. It just came actually just before we went live.
Yeah, while we were trying to figure out how to go live. But yeah, so what I did, I quickly made up some.
They can't see. They're really hot actually. So
yeah,
they're just come out the oven.
Yeah, literally, they're too hot.
They're too hot to handle.
So yeah, cool Ghostbusters and in control. So yeah, so I just pulled these out from the oven. They were a last minute thing. They were supposed to be baked in 25, but I think I might have had the oven down a little bit too low. So I checked them and I thought, oh no, they're not baked. So I stuck them in for another 10 minutes and they're fine.
So, they look nice.
So we got some.
I think it's too hot to eat at the moment.
Yeah.
Well. So we are a bit behind schedule, as Kelly said. A few technical issues getting us set up, and then we had Amazon didn't come till. Well, just now and stuff like that, but we're getting there.
Yeah, so I will definitely bake some different cakes. I mean, you'll see from a couple of the videos that I've been doing, you know, things like cake jars and cupcakes and all of the good stuff. So I wanted to try some new bakes and actually put them up. But yeah, my Amazon stuff didn't come because we would have had them here, like chowing down and showing you guys and everything else. But no, that's not been successful. But in the next one.
Yeah, so what you're planning to do, we're going to keep that a surprise.
I might keep it a surprise, yeah, because I like, you know, when people watch the videos that they can sort of either bake along or get the ingredients ready and all of that type of stuff, really.
Yeah, all right, keep it a surprise. Well, if you get a chance, do watch Kelly's videos on the cake jars because they were really good. They were really, really good. You'll see me eat all the offcuts as I was trying them as we went along, but they were delicious. They were really, really nice.
Thank you. They worked out really well because it was my first time trying them. And I just wanted to know how, you know, easy or difficult that it would be. And I think the problem is it's getting all the ingredients together and having them to hand. I think that's the big thing when you want to bake something is just to make sure you've got everything there and then you can just throw everything at it and then it's done within 40 minutes or 25 minutes or an hour, depending on the type of bake that you want to do.
But I think it's good. So, as you know, we always like to do a variety of things, don't we? Not just travel and stuff like that. Because of lockdown, we've not been able to do that. So
we're doing the tips and things.
Yeah.
Just not the trips yet.
More the things.
Yeah. And you know, we're doing our unboxings and our reviews and baking and cooking and, you know, things that we do during lockdown, I guess. The lockdown lifestyle. Although that's coming to an end. Well, it's easing, not coming to an end, because we still have to be careful. We still have to be safe. So yeah, it's just coming to just the easing of it, which will be a little bit better to maybe get out and you know, do things other than going for a walk.
No, I think the shops, that's what I was just saying earlier, actually, when you were getting the cakes. I think that's one thing we're looking forward to, isn't it? Getting out a little bit.
Yeah.
We want to try and get some more breaks away. So we're all looking to hopefully get somewhere this year and do some filming there.
Maybe some staycations.
Yeah, more than anything. We do want to go back to the States, so to do a few more videos, but I'm not sure we're going to get the chance to do that. So we'll see.
Lanzarote.
Yeah, maybe Canary Islands.
Yeah, anything like that. We'd love to do it, but I don't think that's going to be a possibility this year. We've kind of sort of put that on the back burner, and then we're going to think about things next year. But we might do some staycations this year, judging by the weather that we had like a couple of days ago. Wasn't that so? It was so
amazing.
Lovely.
Well, just saying, so today's the first day I cut the grass.
Yes.
So it was the first day, so it did feel like spring. Although it's supposed to get cold, Monday. Monday's supposed to get cold here. So we will see.
I'm hoping that weather might sort of stay with us for a bit, you know. I think the weather, just when things are brighter, because not everybody likes the hot weather. I mean, I love the hot weather, but it does make me a bit lethargic. But I like the fact that everything is bright and it just looks, you know, lovely. I think it puts people in a better mood. And I think during this time, we have sort of concentrated, during this climate, we've concentrated more on eating and, you know, being inside and what can we do inside and what are the new things that we can do, all of that type of stuff, isn't it, really?
Yeah, and I think also as well, it's been a good drive for us as well. We've had to look to do different videos, which has been quite interesting. So for example, I never cooked before. I'm not the greatest of cooks, but from that Back to the Future cookbook I was showing you as well, that's something I really wanted to do.
Yeah, you did a couple of dishes.
I did, and I think a lot of them, I was just saying as well, because a lot of them, because they're based on the film that we like, it took me back to doing the film. So I did this Banana Foster, which is not really featured in the film.
No.
But it's inspired by the film.
Yeah.
But there's a couple I did want to do from the film as well. And they're not difficult recipes. This is not gourmet, but they are simple to do. They are American measurements, but it's good fun doing them.
Yeah. And I think that we have tried to be inventive. What have you guys done? You know, it'll be good to know what you guys have been doing during this, you know, strange, difficult, weird time. You know, because it's been so unusual and so difficult for everyone. And, you know, for some people, they've, you know, found new things to do and new experiences, like, you know, working from home, especially if you have a family, and you get to spend more time with your family and things like that. And that's been quite good. I've been doing doorstep visits, and, you know, the sort of, I remember last year during the summertime, and my cousin came to visit, and he sat in a chair in the driveway, and I sat in the door, and people were just walking past, sort of smiling at us because we were so far apart. But that's the situation, isn't it, at the time? At this time, so you sit far apart, but it's just nice to be able to talk and to be able to see people. And, you know, I've got to admit, it's difficult not to go and hug people or, you know, link arms with someone, or that's been quite difficult, I think. And yeah, we will, you know, and family get-togethers, you know, because we've said before, we do like barbecues and we do a lot of entertaining and brunches, breakfasts, and
yeah. So it's been different. So this year, like I said, normally we would have had at least, well, I say this year, 2020, we would have done at least one barbecue, maybe two. By that point,
we might have done brunch. We would have done Mother's Day.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. So this year has just been totally different, not being able to do anything. Although on the other side, some people do enjoy it. I did read somewhere Nigella Lawson, the cook, said she will not revert back to what was the old normal. She actually preferred to go into that sort of reclusive lifestyle. So it suits some people. Oops, sorry, put some coffee on you.
On me.
This is my coffee thing.
I am very wary, because I'm very wary that you can be a little bit, you know, sort of inside and that. So it's good when we do get out. But I'm the same. I feel like when I just want to sit down and, you know, not go out and all of that type of thing, yeah, I find it difficult in that sense, especially because when we go on holiday, we feel like that's our time, isn't it? And that's that you find time to relax, and I enjoy the weather, and especially when we go somewhere where there's, I mean, we go on different types of holiday. So we go on short breaks, we go, you know, so like if we're doing a city like Brussels or Paris or something, and it's so super simple, you know, I find sometimes when you have to go to the airport, it can be such a faff. You know, you've got to get this ready, you've got to get that ready, and, you know, you've got to get yourself to the airport. And the airport is never round the corner. But when you do something like the Eurostar, it's in London, and you've just got to get from where you are to the Eurostar with your suitcase. And we just hop on a train and, you know, it's just so simple. You get on, so you're going from one or two trains, whatever your connection is, or more, and then you're getting on another train, and then in a few short hours you're in Brussels or Paris, and it's amazing to see the countryside change, and I really enjoy that.
Because one thing we did last time we went, we actually upgraded our tickets, so we went first class, or was it business class?
Premier,
that was it. So essentially we went on there, and that was a unique experience. You do get more legroom. So and I can't remember the actual price we paid. It was obviously more than standard, but you do get a bit. So essentially you just get those two seats facing each other, as opposed to the standard four which face each other. It's slightly more room. The seats are comfier.
I think because normally, because you can choose your seats. Even if you go standard or Premier, you can choose your seats regardless, as long as the seats are available. So the way I choose them, because I don't mind sitting in the opposite direction that the train is going, whereas you need to sit in the direction that the train is going.
I've got to go in train direction, otherwise I'm...
Yeah. So what I like is, rather than sitting in four, so unless they're people, so unless we're going with my mum and my friend or your parents or something like that, I like to sit in my own sort of area. So if there was a two-seater, I wouldn't mind that, you know, I'd sit with Mark and all of that type of stuff. But more often than not, it's like 4 seats. So what I like to do is to sit so that we're facing each other. And those are essentially the seats that I choose, is the ones where it's just us and we sit facing each other. Or if those aren't available, then we will sit in the two-seater. But I don't particularly, but you prefer the 4-seater if we're not in a, if it's a choice between us sitting next to each other or sitting in a 4, you rather the 4 because it's more leg room.
Yeah, for me it's the leg room because I'm
tall.
But the great thing with the Eurostar is it's such a quick trip to, well, wherever really. So you've got Lille, you've got Brussels, Paris, and I think
they're doing direct to Amsterdam now.
Direct to Amsterdam, and I think you can actually go on then to Marseille, but I don't think it goes direct anymore.
No,
from memory, I think you've got to change, haven't you, at Paris and then go down to Marseille.
Or is it Belgium?
No, Belgium's a different country. So
no, I know it's a different country, but I thought you could take a connection from Belgium.
No, I think it's from Paris. I think you have to go from Paris.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you do, check out our trips that we have done to Brussels and to Paris as well. Won't be going to Paris for a while, as we know. Paris has just gone into, or France has just gone into another lockdown, so stricter than ours. It's going to be for a month. I think you've got a curfew from 7 p.m.
Oh, wow.
You're not allowed outside from 7 p.m, so we won't be doing Paris for a while, well, at least a month.
Because we've not gone through a curfew, have we, in all the lockdowns that we've had?
No, there's not been. You have to be in by an X amount of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you obviously just the usual.
Wow.
You can't visit other people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what's happening in Paris at the moment.
We've tried. Yeah, we've pretty much stayed inside, pretty much, because obviously we didn't want to lend anything to create more of a pandemic. So we've been really quite good. We've stayed in. It's been hard, because it's easier when the sun shines out and I can sit in the garden, and you work in the conservatory, and that's quite nice to have, you know, because when you have a garden, it's almost like an extra room to the house. So to be able to utilize it, it is really nice during the summertime, obviously, unless you're going to insulate your outside garden. You can't use it in the winter.
Oh, that conservatory is so hot though in the summer. It's so hot. I'm sitting there just sweltering, so I just go back indoors.
Yeah. But when you have the doors open, it's not so bad.
So holidays wise, changing the subject slightly, go back to holidays. Where would you like to go?
Do you mean next, or do you mean in general? Where would I like to go? I would like to go to Florida.
Yeah, we want to go back to Florida. Esters have expired, so I need to get another Ester, which is obviously, for those that don't know, is the visa to get into the United States. And also as well, I've got to renew my passport as well.
Yeah,
I have to think with that. So to do, but yeah, I'm not at the moment. I believe there is a ban on UK going into the US at present. Now they may change that because of the vaccines. They may allow certain people to go in if you've had both vaccines, or the vaccine passport they're talking about, although that isn't official yet.
But they may change it in the sense that, because I know parts of Europe, they are doing things like if you test negative, or if you have the antibodies, or if you have the vaccine. So you never know, maybe the States might be the same.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm just thinking, because it's been a tough year for tourism, and I don't know how they would survive if they didn't bring an alternative in. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how the travel industry recovers from this, and to see because I think even if people have the vaccine, I think they're still going to be afraid to fly. I think they're still going to be afraid to travel. I think not everyone, don't get me wrong, because there'll be some people who, you know, vaccine, let's go, you know, they desperately need that holiday. We all need a break of some sort. We all need to recharge. We all need to look after our mental health, all of that type of thing. So it would just be interesting to see where we go to from here.
Yeah. Well, we're a big fan of the park, so we love obviously Disneyland and Universal Studio. But rumor is now this rumor has been going for a while, so it may not happen. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But the Paramount Studio. So for those of you who are interested as well, Paramount have apparently agreed to purchase a plot of land, a huge plot of land in Kent. So actually on the Thames, I think just on the Thames estuary, I forget the exact location. And they are planning to build a huge theme park there. Now, Disneyland Paris, I should say, has been hemorrhaging money like you wouldn't believe. So it's actually made a loss every year since 1992. So the UK wants to have something that rivals Disneyland Paris, but also has something for staycationers. And as you know, if you're from the UK and you want to go to a park, well, I say locally, the nearest park is going to be Disneyland Paris. I suppose there is things like Thorpe Park as well, but that's not quite the same.
Yeah, I think we're more talking about sort of like because the ones that I know of, are things like, there's Portaventura in Salou, and then there is Disneyland Paris. And those are the only two that I know that are actually sort of like on the scale of Disney and Universal. Those are the only two that I know of, actually.
Yeah,
I don't know of any.
Well, this is it. So keep it, Google it if you want to see it. But Paramount Studios, so the actual Paramount, the film company, that's the plan.
Yeah,
so
that would be on the scale of maybe Universal.
Yes.
Yeah, rather than Disney, because Disney's huge.
Yeah, Disneyland Paris will be bigger than. That's
oh, really?
The plan, but yeah, won't be
Wow.
as big as the Florida one or the California one.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a huge area of land. I should have Googled it, really.
Oh, I'd be really looking forward to, but that won't be for how many years?
Well, they've been talking about it since 2016.
Wow.
So it's been put on the back. It was going to go ahead. So it was put on the back burner for some reason or other. Now apparently they'd want to go ahead with it, but of course that was pre-pandemic, so I don't know whether or not that's going to affect it. I think they would.
I would imagine so.
I don't know. I mean, you think about it, it would take at least 2-3 years to build. So by the time they built it, I think they're relying on the fact that the pandemic would be no more. Yeah,
but I think it's going to be more financial, isn't it? Because finance has greatly been affected during this.
Oh, Beth, evening.
Hello.
Just saw your message.
I think it will be greatly affected with regards to finances, because during this year a lot of businesses have had to stop doing certain things, have to rethink of the way that we do things. And I think that I would think finance would greatly affect it. Where would they get the finance from to be able to
Paramount.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They would be suffering financially as well, Paramount, surely.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
We're doing well, Beth. How are you? How are things? Hope all good. We've just been gassing around, really, haven't we? Just talking about our lockdown experience and how if we're gonna book any holidays.
Yeah, I think we're thinking about booking a trip abroad next year, but maybe staycations this year.
Yeah, that's true. I think we're looking at actually a few city breaks, won't we?
Yeah. So
possibly, I mean, like I said, I'd love to go back to Paris or Brussels.
Oh yeah. I don't know if that's going to be doable with their curfews and lockdowns.
Maybe later in the year, I think. Oh, good. Glad to see you're good. Yeah, maybe later. So that I think so. Maybe Bath. Maybe we went to both. We went to Cadbury's Chocolate Factory. This is was it last year before? Oh, it must have been year before, obviously, because last year was lockdown, and that was really good.
Yeah.
So yes, we are in the UK.
Where are you from?
Yeah,
Beth?
where are you from, Beth? That's going to be interesting, actually.
That's us looking at the screen. Where are you from, Beth?
Yeah, as if we can see you. I was just talking about my lockdown hair. So yeah, we were just talking about, but we really do. Oh, from Swindon.
Oh wow.
Wiltshire. So I know it very well.
You do.
I do know Wiltshire very well. Yeah, so we're hoping to get down to maybe Bath.
Yeah, we're thinking about going to Bath.
And also, yeah, the Designer Village in Swindon. I haven't been for a while. So yeah, so we've not been there for ages. Last time we went to the Designer Village in Swindon, now that was about 2 years ago. Now, I've been there before, and they've done a lot more to it recently, because they've actually you didn't have the eating court, the whole eatery court. Do you remember the eating court?
Yeah, but they did have a Costa and things like that there in the middle.
In the middle, yeah, but there's that whole sort of new area they built on it as well. Sheldon Down in Tynemouth. We've not been there, actually.
No. I've not even heard of it.
No, I know Tynemouth, but no, I have to look. Your auntie works there. All right, okay. I won't ask which shop, but I've been into like I said, we've been there quite a few. I've been there quite a few times. Nice and cheap. There's Ashford as well, which I think we want to go to, which is a similar type place.
Oh,
Designer outlets can go.
oh yeah, no, I've been to Ashford. Oh, did we not? Did you not come with me to Ashford?
No, I didn't go to Ashford with you.
Oh right, it's not as good as Swindon.
Oh, Swindon's better.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
Swindon's better. Swindon's always
better. Yeah. I mean, the other outlet type place that we went to, which is not in Britain, was the one that we went to in Brussels.
Yeah, that was quite a good one.
Well, it wasn't in Brussels. It was on a border. And that was a really good one. Obviously, when you go to the outlets in the States, they're really good. But I'm told there's another one in Portsmouth, Gunner's Wharf or something like that.
Yeah, something like that as well. But oh, you want to go back to Lanzarote? Yes, same here. So we always stay at Porto del Carmen.
Yeah,
which is our favourite place to. Well, my favourite place to go.
Yeah, and it is. Yeah, I do. I've been to Playa Blanca before, and it's really lovely. It just reminds, but it's like it reminds me of a seaside town, Playa Blanca. But yeah, we really love the
Strip.
Yeah.
For me, what I don't know why, but you know, you're gonna say this.
Oh yeah.
The Strip is fantastic. I just love to get up. We normally used to stay at Vic San Antonio, which is the hotel. What
I would call the top of the Strip.
Yeah.
And
you see Antonio as well. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. Love you. So we go, get up, have that wonderful breakfast, chill out by the pool, and then go for a nice walk. And
look at him getting happy already.
Oh, I loved all that. I missed that. I don't know why, but it's just somewhere place to go. Yes, exactly. So this is going to be interesting, actually. What's your favourite restaurant? So one of our favourites.
Oh no.
Oh, we'll let you say.
Yeah, what's your favourite restaurant along the Strip, along Avenida de las Playas?
Because I don't know if you can remember the names actually.
I do.
But the Strip as well. But the Strip's changed quite a lot actually, because it's always used to have every other thing was either a shop or a restaurant, as you'll remember. And then there's that. There a posh hotel right in the middle of the Strip that's got the.
That is. Oh no, you've got me thinking. Because they used to Lani
Hotel Lani.
Yeah, I went to Lanzarote for my first time early.
Bagatelle.
I don't know that.
No, Bagatelle's further down the Strip. I remember Bagatelle.
I don't remember.
I think it's the one I'm thinking about. There's one. I think it's near there's one.
Bagatella. Yeah.
Bagatella. Sorry. Yeah. There's one that's near. The one that's kitted out to look like a almost like an American type thing. They've got a big wooden Tina Turner in there, and they got a big wooden Freddie Mercury in there. And it's near there. I think that's the one. If I'm right, I find the right one. I'm thinking.
We must be going on a different Strip because I've never seen that. I don't even know. I don't even know that at all.
Yeah. Ours is mine is La Trattoria, which is the one near the hotel.
It's called something Trattoria.
La Trattoria, I think it's called.
Which is opposite. I want to say it's opposite Da Vinci. So it's one of the sort of. So when you go past Spa and you sort of start on the Strip, where's that perfume shop?
Oh God, is it Delia?
Dahlia. So that is the restaurant. Do the best breakfast.
We will try. We will go back to Lanzarote and we will try that.
I'm one for breakfast. I'll tell you that. I'm one for breakfast.
You don't like the hotel breakfast?
No. Do you know what it is? The thing is, when I stay in a hotel, I don't want to do the same thing every day. So I like to do different things, as you know, and I like to do, especially when we went to Vegas, you get to go to brunches and you can go to different hotels for these brunches and all of that type of stuff. Now, Vic San Antonio is fine for breakfast. I don't mind it, but I don't want to do that every day. Same as I don't want to have my dinner there every day, but I like to try different things. But my favorite is the same as you on the Strip, which is La Trattoria. And then my favorite restaurant is La Cabana in Matcha. Have you been there? Oh my God, the food is.
By TripAdvisor, that's rated the best one.
Exactly.
What's it?
It's literally chips, salad, and pasta. Thank you.
But I don't mind that. I love the breakfast. Yeah, the dinners are a bit hit and miss, but the breakfast. I mean, the breakfast is what it is. You've got your little omelette station with one guy or one woman.
But that's your favourite part.
Yeah.
Though, to be fair.
And then
that is your favourite thing.
Hash browns. Then they got the tomatoes, the beans, all in that little run up. And then they go around the corner, and it's just all the cold meats that nobody eats or something.
Well, no, but they are for the Germans and things like that, because they are because that's how that's what they do. Cold cuts and all of that type of stuff, which obviously is quite foreign to us because we wouldn't eat cold cuts for breakfast. What month do you usually go? It depends, because how I work it, because I choose and book all our holidays. It depends. So if we've gone to, say, like Florida or Vegas earlier in the year, then we'll go to Lanzarote later on in the year. However, if it's the reverse, so if we go to Vegas or something like that later on in the year, then we'll go to Lanzarote at the beginning of the year. It would sort of be like March maybe, or November, but we've been pretty much every month, all different months.
Yeah, the only time we wouldn't go is normally during the summer. So we would go June to August. It's just too hot anyway, and besides, it's just too packed.
But we've been in a May before, because we went for my cousin and my aunt's birthday. Yeah. We've been twice in a year before, because we went early in the year, and then Mark said, "Oh, can we come back again?" I was just like, "Right, okay." But you do realise we're going to Mauritius as well in the same year. So that year we went to Lanzarote twice, and we went to Mauritius. So we went sort of at the beginning of the year, then sort of, did we go, was it in September, October?
No, it's normally in November we go.
Yeah, but we were going to Mauritius in November that year.
We don't normally do that, by the way.
We don't normally, that was exceptional. That was exceptional that year.
But how about you? So
what month do you, what month do you go?
Because the other thing is what I like about Lanzarote is to go in the winter break. So, you've had sort of January, February time. So you've had that real winter thing. You just want some sun. That's a great time for me to go, I think.
Yeah, we usually choose a March.
Around summer holidays.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think a lot of people would go. Is it very packed, would you say, like during the summertime? Because we wouldn't go during the summer holidays. Is it very packed? Is there like loads of people there?
Yeah, that'd be interesting to know.
Yeah, because we don't go anywhere during the summertime, do you? Do you know
Martin Androv? No. Do you know what? We don't know anybody actually in the hotels.
No, we don't know anyone, but there's a guy that always recognises us when we're in the whenever we're in the restaurant bit.
Oh, Beth goes around the 26th, roughly around August. So yeah, that's right, peak summer.
Wow. That's going to be hot.
So Martin Androv, there's a guy that works behind the reception desk who's English. He's a great bartender. No, we don't. Do you know what it is? We don't tend to stay in the bar. My mum will normally do the evening, because she loves the evening entertainment, but you're not really a fan of it. So we tend to be outside the hotel, but my mum will be inside. But one evening you did stay with my mum, didn't you? In the hotel. They were doing a magic show, and I got dragged up to the front. But there's normally the entertainment's always normally this shorter guy with this tall lady, and they do
ABBA and all of that type of stuff.
70s, 80s songs as well from the thing. So it's all right. It is.
He's a great bartender. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's.
Can he make a pina colada?
That's
is the question, because that's my favorite pina colada.
So your mum tends to like all their entertainment.
Yes, I know.
But no, I think that's the thing as well. I think what I do like about part Victor Antonio, partly because of the location.
Yeah.
I think it's just right at the end where the shops, you obviously go past the shops and you go on to that. But I think also, like you said, it's all in one. You've got food there, so if you didn't want to bother going out to eat, you've got it there. You can have the buffet at the breakfast. You can have a buffet in the evening. Like I said, you've got entertainment if you did want it. And I do think a lot of people from around the area do go there for the entertainment.
My favourite thing about Vic San Antonio, they were refurbishing the rooms the last time we were there. There's so many places to go and sit down and enjoy. I love the terrace.
Oh, the terrace is great.
The terrace is brilliant.
By the pool, overlooking the pool.
Overlooking the pool, yeah. And you can see the sea and all that. then you've got the pool area, and then you've got some beds that are around the pool. You've got some beds that are still inside the sort of like hotel area, but almost overlooking the sea where the sunbeds are.
Yeah, that's right. And
that's brilliant.
That's true, actually, because I like the fact that, sorry, the beach is right there,
Yeah.
right on the doorstep of the hotel. That's nice.
It's so good. And then you've got the rooftop pool that you, I say rooftop, but it's, you know, on the upper level, and it's quite quiet there. And sometimes we're there. And then if you want to be in a more shaded area, then you can go downstairs, sort of outside where the restaurant bit of the hotel is. And there's just so many areas. And then you've got the kids pool just around the back there. You've got tennis courts and all of that type of stuff. So that's what I love about Vic San Antonio.
So I was going to say, the other thing is, of course, it's not too far from the airport. So
it's 20 minutes.
Quick ride. Yeah, quick ride.
Yeah. And but yeah, I mean,
you can walk around the beach and go to the airport. Yeah, there you go. Go to the airport.
There
exactly.
You go. Nice. As Mark just said, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice. Oh, I do miss that, actually. I do miss the strip bit. I love all the, like I said, darling, all the cheap perfumeries and.
Yeah, I mean, when I went, and the euro wasn't in by that point, and when I went, and so that I think they were still dealing in, is it pesetas there?
Yeah, it would have been, because it's Spanish.
Pesetas, yeah. I wanted to say lira.
No.
But pesetas. And the perfumes were so cheap. They were so, I tell you, we bought so many that trip. And it was really, really reasonable. Really, I mean, don't get me wrong, now it's still reasonable. It's more expensive. But I love it there. I love it. I love the fact that it's a quick trip. It's 4 hours on the plane. My mum loves it there. I like that it's for all ages. I like that it's for, you know, young people, you know, couples, families. And Vic San Antonio is a real family hotel as well. And I love that. I love because when I went there, and I went there quite a few times before I said to my mum, why don't you come with us? Because I knew that there were people there that, you know, she could chat to. I knew she'd love the evening entertainment. You know, it was just really, I knew it'd be a great hotel for her. And I wouldn't have to worry because the strip is just there. So even if we wanted to laze by the pool or whatever, she could just walk down the strip and still know her way back and things like that. And that's, really love that it's a good all-rounder. And I don't think I've been to a place where it isn't, or even though we go to Florida and we go to Vegas and we go to all of these places, I haven't been to something where it's a good all-rounder as Lanzarote.
Yeah, no, exactly. That would be my dream, actually, to be able to own somewhere on there, just for a short hour flight. Or what was the other one we go to is the cocktail bar.
That's the Golden Corner. I want to call it
Golden Corner. That's
Golden Corner.
Which is on the corner there, right near the Orca. There's that little restaurant that sort of jetties out to the sea. That's what the Buddha statues.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right next to it. But yeah, that's good. So we always just go there in the evening, go wander down the strip.
Yeah, wander down the strip.
Have a cocktail.
And
then come back.
And I don't know if we did any videos at the Golden Corner, but
there's Lanzarote webcams. You can watch the airport and the beach. Oh, there we are. Exactly. I think that makes us too sad. But when we go back there, we will do some more videos from there, because I think we will shoot it for the fear. We haven't been there for a while.
Cafe Ola. It's right by Cafe Ola. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. It's right by there. Yeah.
Cafe Ola. That's what it was called.
But yeah. And you know, the bartenders there are so super friendly. It's always different people every time I go there. But they're so super friendly. They'll make you your drinks, and I like to get a chocolate milkshake, because they do a mocktail, which is a chocolate milkshake mocktail. But I always get them to add a shot of Bailey's in there. Oh, yeah, so delicious.
And the DJ's great. Yeah.
The last time when we went, though, it wasn't a DJ. I mean, we've been there when there's DJs before, but the last time we went, it was a guy playing a guitar.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was right.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
a one-man band.
Yeah, I think he was an Irish guy.
Actually, with Cafe Orla as well, they do nice food.
Yeah, they do. There's have you, which I believe is still part of Cafe Ola, but when you go downstairs, it actually looks onto the beach and looks onto the sea, and it's got sort of like a an Eastern Thai Chinese type.
Yeah, that's the Buddha statues, isn't it? The
Is that downstairs? No, that's upstairs though. But I'm talking about when you actually go downstairs, the theming with. Oh yeah, there was a DJ there.
Yeah, there was, yeah.
But we didn't go because we haven't been for a few years.
No, that's
to
right.
Cafe Ola.
Not to Cafe Orla, no.
No.
Over here. And some beds, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it's making us reminisce, but there's a few other cocktail bars further down, but that's it. We always sort of get to that point and then we start to head back.
Well, we get to, but sometimes because we've been as far down because the first time that Mark and I went, the first time that I took you, we stayed in a hotel that is sort of not too far from Biospera, you know, the shopping center. So it was on a steep hill, and I tell you, the amount of times this guy made me walk this steep hill, I said no.
Taxi.
Said no. Taxi after that. After about 4 days of walking up and down that steep hill, I said no. And walking down it was fine. It was the walking up it was crazy.
It's quite steep because then you go past. I don't know, as you've been to Bad Square, you probably have, but that's that really steep hill, so it goes around the corner. Yeah, that's it. So you go right up that hill, but it's quite nice there though. I like that because you've got the ice cream stalls, they've got the cinema.
She's got it right. Pepper's got it right. Cardiac hill, exactly. Because let me tell you, I felt like I needed a cardiac arrest by the time I got up to that hill. I was just like, oh my god. Me and my best friend Evelyn, I'd be like, and the thing is, the hill is like this, and you're bent over like this, walking up it. Let me tell you, mum wouldn't even do that hill.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So we always get, because as you know, the traffic's one way, so you've got to go all the way down the strip. So you then got to we always get a taxi back.
Yeah, we do get a taxi back. But the hotel that we first stayed at, I can't even remember the name of it.
Oh yeah,
was past that. So you'd get to the top of the hill where the shopping centre is, and then you'd have to go around the corner, and then it was even further up the hill.
Just get a taxi.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we did, because this one would have made me walk the whole time.
Well, not made you walk, but I don't mind walking, but Kelly hates walking.
I love walking. I don't mind the walking at all. We go to Florida. We do a lot of walking. Even when we're in Lanzarote, we do walking. The walking is not the problem. The steep hill is what is the problem. And then I would have to leave you, and you because obviously he's got longer legs than I have. So he'd be like, you know, so far in front of me, and I'd be just like.
I do forget that actually, that I can just. I quite like walking as well, so I do quite a bit of walking.
Well, I'm 4'11", and Mark is 6'2". So you can see the speed, right? And I'm carrying quite a bit more weight than what Mark does. So the weight is hindering me, plus my short legs are hindering me. Whereas Mark, trim as he is, 6'2", he's walking like this. Yeah. What? And then I'm all the way in the distance. And he's like, oh, and then he'll have to wait. And I'm like, oh my God.
Because I'll be walking along chatting, and then I said, what? I was thinking you're right behind me. No, that was the thing. That was a taxi, Becky.
Yeah.
We were your friend wanted to get one of the tandems, you know, with the bikes. So we were getting it, but you just no.
Listen, I don't mind them getting that bike where I sit down in the carriage. So they pedal, and I sit down in the carriage, and I will have my fan and wave to people like royalty,
like the Queen.
as I'm going by. Yeah, cool. Please get the bike, pedal up and down. I don't mind.
Well, I'm puffing away doing this bike. No, I don't think so. Well, they've got electric scooters now. Because we didn't go. Obviously, we didn't go 2020, but we didn't go 2019. We went to Florida 2019.
Yeah, but did we go to Florida twice then that year?
No. We went in the. No, you're right. We did go to Lanzarote in November. I didn't see any of the scooters, so it must be.
Yeah,
2019. November 2019 was the last time.
Was that the last time? Yeah, I can't even remember what we did.
Yeah, we went
there,
2019.
I remember because my mum came and Evelyn and Yeah, it was just you,
Yeah.
me, Evelyn, and my mum.
I don't remember the scooters, although it could. Oh no, I do, because they. Yes, you're right, because people just get off them, they just leave them, so you can actually. Yeah, do you remember?
Oh yeah,
They're
they
green.
just left them.
The
Yeah,
green scooters. Yes, yes.
yeah. I remember because you'd be walking along, and go, huh? And people have just left the scooter there in sort of like the middle there, and you'd be like, oh right, okay.
Because the first time is that I thought it belonged to someone. I thought he's just left his scooter there, but of course no, it hasn't. Yeah, that's it. The green scooters. So they just abandon the scooters, and then somebody else gets on them and goes.
Yeah, that's. But they should be designated areas like they have with the bikes. But sometimes the bikes, they just leave them.
They've got the bike lane now, haven't they? The other thing is as well, we noticed with Lanzarote, with the strip, is how clean it is. You never see. You walk down the high street here, you see like every other what you call it, the pavement's got bubble gum on them and stuff like that. You just don't see that in Lanzarote. It's really clean. That's one thing I really like about it.
I think in a lot of touristic areas, though, well, yeah, you are right with Lanzarote, because I was about to say it's the same with Florida, but not so much with Vegas. But I was watching some YouTubers, and they're saying that Vegas is so clean at the moment.
I'm not surprised with less visitors.
Well, yeah, with less visitors and less smog and things, traffic going up and down it and all that, yeah. But I can't wait till we travel again. I can't wait to go back to Lanzarote.
Yeah. Well, we never know, Beth. We might see you there in Lanzarote one day.
Yeah, if you go out of season,
yeah,
we'll see you. But not in season. But out of season, we'll definitely see you there.
Well, we'll definitely do some more videos from Lanzarote when we go. I also, the other corner, there's on the corner there, actual fact, as you go past, as you're going towards, I'm losing my bearings now, as we go towards Cafe Orla, there is on the opposite side is a ice cream store we used to stop up all the time.
Oh no, that's before.
That's before, isn't it? Yeah,
that's before. Yeah, because you're talking now on the other side of the road, but it's not too far from La Trattoria and Dahlia.
Ever been to New York? Yes, we have.
Yes.
We did once. Well, you've been a couple of times.
I've been a couple of times, but the second time that I went, it was with Mark, and I loved New York.
Yeah, New York was fantastic.
Do you know, though, better than New York, have you been to Toronto? Toronto is pretty much the same as New York, but cleaner, nicer. I feel safer. Not that I don't feel safe in New York, because I do, but there's that little element of, is this quite safe, or is that the area okay to go down and all of that? But in Toronto, I loved it. I really want to go back, and it's more economical, so it's more cost effective, Toronto, than New York. But I love New York.
Yeah. We really enjoyed New York, although when we went, this is several years ago, we went in March and it was actually warm here. We flew over to New York. It was bitterly cold. It's one of the coldest winters they had in about 10-15 years. It was absolutely freezing.
And I didn't bring no coat.
You're supposed to go to LA in 2020, but Corona hit. No. We've not been to LA.
No.
We've been to Vegas, which is not too
far. Yeah. We were thinking on going to LA, but although I do drive here, I'm worried about driving on the other side of the road. Do you drive when you're there?
Because I've told a friend of mine lived in LA, and he said that there's public transport's terrible there.
Yeah.
Everybody drives. You don't do public transport there. So if you're not familiar with driving, it's difficult to get around without a car. The public, you can get buses and stuff, but they're quite unreliable. So he said he drove from LA to Vegas.
Yeah,
and that was I forget it was 8 hours.
No, it's less than that. Less
4
than
hours.
I want to say between 4 and 6, I think.
Yeah, because the plane ride from LA to Vegas is only half an hour.
Yeah,
it's a really short flight.
About half hour, something like that. But
we want to go to LA. However, we don't want to go yet because of the rioting. It doesn't say. Oh yeah, that's true. That too. But Vegas is actually quite safe. If you guys are gonna go out there and you get a car, you could drive to LA from Vegas. Yeah,
but obviously later, well, if that's something that you're worried about, and quite rightly so, don't think about that just yet. Wait till.
Yeah, it should go before. We love Vegas. We actually had such a good time in Las Vegas. We're not big gamblers, but that's probably the time we do gamble. You won quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
Kelly, there's a Ghostbusters machine, which is my favourite one, and you are ploughing them in, hit the jackpot. I've been going for ages, got nothing. Kelly, after about 3 goes, presses the button, goes on to jackpot.
I loved that one, and I loved the Homer Simpson one.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I loved that one. And the Charlie and Chocolate Factory one, I really liked.
Yeah.
But there was, I mean, the thing about Vegas is, a lot of people when they go, they just think, oh, some people who do go think it's unattainable to go to Vegas. And I've been thinking about doing a travel video anyway. And I will talk about different sections, like talk about flights, talk about hotels, talk about packages and all of that type of stuff. I just got to think it through on how I want to sort of like talk about it, break it down and all that type of stuff. But
she said her nan went on a 6-week cruise and said it was good. It is fantastic. Oh. It is really, really good. Definitely worth going. I would definitely recommend it to anybody who hasn't been. The weird thing about Vegas, you have to accept it for what it is.
Yes.
Because it is over the top out there. But once you're there, I mean, we really had a good time, didn't we?
The thing what I love about it is there's so much to do. Like a lot of people think, some people think Vegas is unattainable, and some people think, oh yeah, we only want to go for 3 nights or 4 nights. Let me tell you, if you're going to go to Vegas and want to really experience Vegas, you need longer than 3 or 4 days. Minimum, you need 7, as far as I'm concerned, 7 days, because you will want to do the Grand Canyon. You want to do the shows. You want to, they've got the Secret Garden. They've got the Shark Reef. They've got a helicopter ride. They've got the downtown old Vegas. There's all the hotels. The hotels will take you 2 or 3 days walking up and down the strip.
So Beth asked, where did we stay? So our first trip, actually, we went quite economy. So we stayed at the Excalibur, which is at the end of the strip. But that was really good. It was really reasonably priced. It was a really good hotel. I enjoyed there.
We paid about £750 for 10 nights staying at the Excalibur. And that was our transportation to and from the hotel, our flights, and hotel. It didn't include food, but it included transportation, flights, and 10 nights at Excalibur.
So bear in mind, this was back in 2016.
Was it 2016 or earlier?
No, I think it was 2016. But
no, that was not our first time to Vegas.
But we did go out of season, so we did go September. September. So
that was September. Yeah,
just as the school holidays end.
That was our first holiday, darling.
Oh yeah, 2014
was Vegas.
Yeah, and then we went to Monte Carlo, which doesn't exist anymore.
Which is the old MGM, and then we paid for that one. And we paid. No, I think that was less than £1,000.
Yeah, it was less.
I want to say it was 900 and something, and we stayed for 15 nights. 15 nights. And what did your friend say?
Oh yeah, he was laughing. This guy at work, he couldn't stop laughing. 15 nights. We're gonna do for 15. So, but yeah,
15 nights, and it was about £900. And again, that was our flight, hotel stay, and transportation. And then we went again. When did we go again?
The last time we went must have 3 years ago, and that was to
we stayed at Park MGM,
Park MGM.
So that is the old Monte Carlo, which is now Park MGM. And again, I think we might have paid. Did we pay 1,000 or just under 1,000 for that one? But I am going to talk about it, and I'm going to break it down on flights and stuff like that.
Now, I'm exactly the same. The thing is with me is flying. I can't stand on a long haul flight. When I come back to New York, the turbulence on the way back was awful. Yeah, so I will tell you now, I hate flying. I'm exactly the same. As Kelly knows, I get really anxious flying. I'm not afraid to admit it. I really hate it. The takeoff freaks me out. The landing freaks me out. Turbulence completely freaks me out. So funny enough, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, actually, how to overcome your fear on flying. And what's quite interesting as well was with a lot of them, pilots say with turbulence, although it never really seems to ease my anxiety, they do say that it's normal to experience turbulence, and the plane is actually designed to take turbulence. Apparently, no plane has ever been brought down by turbulence. The only thing that could bring down a plane is if it goes into a huge cumulonimbus cloud. But a pilot will never ever fly through a cumulonimbus cloud. Yeah, after coming home from that flight, we had to fearless flying courses with EasyJet. It's quite good. Oh, I've not done that. Maybe I should do that. Fearless flying course with EasyJet.
Oh wow.
But yeah, as well, like I'm exactly the same. I think we went to Mauritius.
Yeah.
A few, and that was horrible. It was a 13-hour flight, and the whole 13 hours, the plane was just going like this for the entire trip.
Yeah, you found that quite.
Oh, it was horrible. It's just that constant thing in your head because you don't know what's going to happen. You feel like the plane's just going to go. It's not.
Yeah.
You just feel like it's going to do that. But yeah, as watching these things on YouTube, all the pilots were saying was quite interesting. Shaking like that, the pilots don't even worry. It's an extreme turbulence is quite rare. So the pilots will always try to avoid turbulence because obviously it can cause damage to the plane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally get it with you. It does. Takeoff for me is the worst because you're leaning back as the plane is starting to ascend. Landing's not as bad for me, although that time we went to Vegas was pretty hair-raisy. Do you remember?
There was a time when we landed and it was, to be fair, there's been a couple of times when we've landed going places and it's landed at a speed and I'm thinking, is he not going to slow down? And then it's clunked. Or there was one time, and that was on the way to Florida because it was a family holiday. And when we landed, he actually veered out of the lane onto the grassy bit and then came back. And that was a crazy one.
No, that Vegas one, the plane, so as the plane was going, it might hit an air pocket and it just dropped. Not down, but obviously just dropped like this. Of course, yeah, people start to scream. I thought, oh, gee.
I don't remember half of that one.
No, because it doesn't bother you.
Yeah, it doesn't
That's
bother
why
me,
you won't remember it, but it bothers me. So I just remember those bits. But yeah, they do say that as well. It's, as you know, it's the safest form of travel. And I try and tell myself that. Just don't watch those documentaries on air travel because it doesn't go for your anxiety.
Which is what he does. I don't understand it. Why would you even watch those programs? I don't.
No, I know. That doesn't help as well. But I'm very interested in planes and love them. In an aviation geek hub, but I'm not really keen on flying. There's nothing to worry about. Turbulence is just high pressure, no pressure. Yes, that's exactly it. Causing
a
something. I think I know. It's probably going to catch up.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly right. It's a silly thing to worry about, but reaction. Yeah, exactly.
I do feel sometimes though when we are like sometimes I have to catch my breath. Like I feel like I'm not. It almost feels like and it doesn't happen very often, but it feels like I'm not getting enough oxygen in, so I have to go. But I also think that's to do with the pressure. So I do feel that, but it's not very often that I feel it. But yeah, I understand that part. Not so much the fear that you have of flying. I understand it, but I don't have it. But when you talk about the pressure, yeah, sometimes I feel.
As you turn 18, hope you go for a flight attendant job.
Oh wow! Do you know what? When I was younger, that was one of the I did a hotel course, but before that, I was debating whether I was going to be a tour operator and whether I was going to take a course to be a tour operator. And then I did think about being an air steward, but I didn't know if I would enjoy just staying at a place for one night or 2 nights and all of that type of stuff. But recently, and I can't remember where we were going to because we stayed on a Virgin and we stayed upstairs. And the air steward was telling us that every time that they go on a plane, they don't. It's always different air stewards.
Yeah, you don't go in the same sort of family. My cousin is one for EasyJet. How I would love to join the RAF. So
wow.
Yeah, there's an actual fact. There's an aeronautical. I'll have to find out when we do the next live. I'll find it out by then. But my former boss's daughter went to do aviation studies. What was she doing? Aviation engineering. I think she was doing. But piloting was obviously a totally different thing.
Yeah.
But wow, 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 wow. Well, good luck.
Yeah.
You never know, you might be flying our plane one day.
One day.
You'll be captain in the plane that flies us too. I don't know, it might actually be like driving. I think if you're actually in control of the plane, because I get car sick as well and air sick, not so too bad, but that might actually, do you say when you're actually driving, I don't get it as much because you're concentrating on actually,
Yeah, your mind is concentrating on something else. So but yeah, that'd be amazing. I mean, is travel something you're very interested in? So what's your ultimate place that you would like to visit? What's your bucket list place that you feel that you need to go and see or go and visit?
Which is not turned 18 yet, it's just a long way
I know,
off.
it's a long way off.
But yeah, that would be interesting as well. So I don't know what mine would be. I think much as like the state, if I had to go somewhere different, I would like to go to the Far East. I'd like to try, which is not your thing, but China or Japan, I'd like to go visit.
I think I would like to go there, but on the way to somewhere else.
What, on a trip excursion? My friend did that actually. He did the whole Far East. He said it's absolutely amazing. Maldives or Bahamas?
Oh wow. I know a few people who've done the Maldives, and I know a couple of people who did the Bahamas. But I have to say I would lean more towards the Bahamas. Purely because for me there would be a bit more to do than the Maldives. But the great thing about the Maldives, I love those huts that are in the middle of the sea, and you can just jump in or see the fishes under. I think those are just so lovely. But I think I would only want to go there for a few days purely because there's not much to do. And while I do love lazing on the beach and all of that type of stuff, for me, I just need to do a couple more things along that as well. So I would definitely go to the Maldives if I was stopping there and then going on to somewhere else. Yeah.
That's where my nan went on the cruise. Oh, to the Bahamas. So she went Bahamas and included Vegas in that trip, which the photos are amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I can imagine the Bahamas.
Lucky Nan.
Yeah.
Lucky Nan. Because that sounds an amazing trip.
It sounds so, it sounds like, because my mum went to the Bahamas, I think.
Yeah, she
did a cruise, but how long was her cruise? 2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks, yeah.
My mum did a 2-week cruise, but my mum suffers a little bit from motion sickness as well. And she didn't take a cabin that had a porthole. So I was just like, I want a cabin with a balcony so that I can actually sit out and, have a cup of tea or my breakfast. And they chose no windows, no nothing, because she didn't want to see the sea as they were traveling. I was like, oh my God.
Why was she not Irish?
She's crazy. But yeah, she really enjoyed. She's really suggested that we do a cruise, and we did look into it. We were going to do a cruise, but then Corona.
Yeah, no, true.
Yeah, we did look into it. You were unsure about it.
Okay, her last cruise she went on the longest because of my dementia. Oh, sorry to hear that. Last holiday with him before he got bad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm glad she had such a good time.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic. That sounds like she had a really, really, really good time.
Yeah, I mean, what memory she will have of the last time that they, could experience something so joyful together. And yeah, that's lovely. It's lovely.
That's so nice. I think, like I said, we were discussing this actually, because my dad always just said to me, he always says, we should always go on holiday, and like sometimes we think we should save. Yeah, she loves her cruises. And like I say, he had a friend of his at work who saved and said didn't go anywhere, saved and saved and saved. He thought, well, when I retire, I'll do it. And he didn't make it. He died in work. So I think to myself, it's one of those things. It's always good to do these things while you can.
Yeah, because it's the same in my family. My family feel that it's very important to save and to do these things when you retire. And I agree, it's very important to save. But equally, I feel it's very important to enjoy life or have a life while you're working and saving and doing all of this stuff. So while you're doing all of this stuff, you may not be putting as much money away, but you're still enjoying life, because sometimes you just don't know what's going to happen. You just don't know. So I don't want to wait until I retire before we can travel and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's why we travel.
Yeah, and we love it, and that's the part of the reason why we set up the channel. Actually, was for our
travel holidays,
and we can't go anywhere.
But hence we've been doing all the baking and all of this. She always.
And my grand sister and husband are the best pals, but unfortunately, in December, my gramps and sister husband passed away on the same day. Oh, that's sad.
Oh, that is crazy. On the same day, that's. Do you know what? I think the whole world at the moment is just such a strange place and can be so sad at times. And you know, I mean, luckily we've been quite lucky during this things, but I've got friends that weren't as lucky and who had relatives that passed away during this strange and weird time, you know. And I think when you then look back, you have to look at your happy times, and you have to look at, you know, the time that you've spent with them, or the times that you remember with them, and all of that type of stuff, and you know, think about the life and that type of thing. But it's good to make memories. It's definitely good to make memories, and one of the reasons why, you know, you have to enjoy life while you can.
Yeah, and also as well, it sounds like you've got a good plan.
Yeah.
So I think the best that we really hope it goes well.
Yeah, let us know though.
Yeah, well, we'll do more lives. You can keep in touch.
Yeah, and definitely send messages and stuff like that, comments, or I will always answer.
I guess. Oh, because they had no one there to keep them going.
Oh. Yeah, because during this time we can't even you can't be with anyone.
No, you can't. I mean, like I say, I haven't seen my parents for over a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad you do. I'm glad you will do.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because we love things like that. We love keeping in touch with people and stuff. And
yeah, and sharing our holiday experiences as well.
And hearing from you guys. I love that. I love hearing from people. And all of that type of stuff. So yeah, definitely I answer all the time. So, you know, middle of the night, someone, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Mark will go, what are you doing? I'm going, I'm just answering this message.
Oh, you too.
Oh,
thank you so much.
That's so kind. Thank you.
So yeah, we're definitely going to keep the channel going. We have committed to do more lives.
Yeah.
We've only done 2 so far, so I think we want to keep this going.
This is our third one, I think.
Yes, it's our third
one. Yeah, our third live. We said, you know, we had a discussion about it, and we said, right, we're going to do one. We're going to do lives regularly, so maybe once every couple of weeks or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll see how things go. We're just trying to fit things in. It sounds crazy, doesn't it, that you say, oh, we're trying to fit things in, because at the moment everyone's on lockdown and no one's doing anything. But it's just been, when you have things to do, or if I am editing a video or trying to get out for a walk. I mean, because when I go for a walk, it's like 2 hours, and then you think, oh yeah, but it's only 2 hours, but by the time, before you just blink and the day's gone. So I'm going to structure my day, because I'm really bad at not structuring my day properly. So I need to structure it just a bit more mindful. So that we can do things like this, or so that we can do more videos and be just that bit more productive. But I cannot wait until we can start doing little trips and start getting out, and even just going out for the day. Like if you're going to do a day trip to Brighton, or a day trip to Broadstairs, or a day trip to, well, not a day, but yeah, a day trip to Torquay, or an overnight to Torquay would be quite nice. You know, to Devon, all of them types of places. I'd love it.
So we also want to do a few more blogs as well, if we can't get away. Is we've been doing some on the, obviously you've been doing your cooking one.
Yeah, I've been doing the baking.
We want to do a few more on the movies as well. So we did I bought you that cookbook on the Back to the Future thing. So we've been cooking a few from there, but we just want to talk a bit more as well about movies, what you're going to see. I've been watching a few. Oh, Torquay.
Oh, that's near Sheldon.
Because Torquay, I think I've not been there for years.
You've been to Torquay.
I've been to many times, right next to Sheldon. Yeah, I think when was the last time I went to Torquay? It was a long, long time ago. Love Devon, love Devon. My uncle lives in Devon, so I know in Exeter. So I love going to Devon. We should try and get that to Devon.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my cousin's in-laws are all in Devon and all of that.
Oh, okay.
He goes quite often. Obviously see the in-laws because that's where they live. So he says it's lovely down there.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another one for us. So we will keep it there. I love it there. It's amazing. So is that your favourite place to stay in England or UK? Because that'd be interesting. There's quite a few actually. We used to holiday every year in Devon, so it mainly be it's your favourite place to be. Yeah, Torquay. I used to stay in Paynton, which is not too far from Torquay, just down the road from Torquay. I
want to go to the one that you told me about,
Laycock's in Wiltshire.
Yeah.
That's another nice place. That's not a million miles away from Swindon.
Yeah.
That's not too far from Swindon.
And I want to go to Marlborough as well.
Yeah, Beth knows. Marlborough as well. That's in Wiltshire as well. Yeah. That's not too far.
I want to go to there. I want to go and visit all these like chocolate box towns, all these like chocolate box sort of places. And when we went to Bath, we went to a hotel on the Royal Crescent, and that hotel in the gardens was so nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
So lovely.
Well, Marlborough's great. Yeah. We actually on the drive on the way to Swindon, we always go past Avebury, which is it's very, very small. It's only got like a pub and a few other houses there as well, but it's famous for the stones.
All right.
So yeah, that's quite nice as well on the way to Swindon. The last time I've been to Swindon, like I said, was not for a year.
Yeah.
2019, I think it was the last time. Yeah, you go there too. There you go. So you know Avebury, yeah. And that was voted actually. The bus ride, there's a bus route that goes through Swindon, all the way towards sort of Devizes Way, then through to Melksham, then out through I forget where it goes now. And that was voted the Chippenham.
Chippenham's quite good, right?
I know Chippenham. Chippenham's actually changed a heck of a lot over the years. Chippenham, I've noticed big changes in Chippenham, so I know Chippenham quite well. But yeah, that bus route I was talking about was voted the best bus route in the whole of the UK. So
oh wow,
yeah, well
that must be one hell of a bus route.
Well, it's just because of views.
Right.
You go through all the
whereabouts are you from?
So I actually grew up in Wiltshire. You were in Chippenham today. Yeah, so I grew up in Wiltshire. So I moved to London when I went to university, so a long time ago. But I grew up sort of round sort of central Wiltshire, so near Melksham. Yeah, so that's where I grew up, and then I moved to London about a long time ago. 1994 was when I moved to London, so a long time ago. But yeah, so that's where I sort of grew up originally, so not too far from there. So
yeah,
Chippenham I know well
because I've only been there sort of like once, and it's full of fields. I was like, oh my god.
For you, yeah, it's different. Whitehall Garden Centre, yes, that's where my parents go quite a bit. Then B&M.
Love a bit of B&M. My mum, I'm telling you, my mum rings me almost every day. Do you want to go B&M? Do you want to go B&M?
There's a B&M near where we are.
No, I don't want to go B&M. I don't mind going B&M, but I don't want to go every day. But yeah, I mean, the deals in B&M, they're amazing.
Yeah, B&M are, dead cheap.
Yeah, but it just gets so packed. That's why you don't like it.
Oh, the Christmas displays are amazing. It reminds you of Wilko's a bit, B&M. It's that type
Does it?
Yeah, or Aldi.
Oh no, it doesn't remind me of that at all. I feel that they're quite different actually. But no, they don't do displays at our one. Our one's not big enough. But I'm assuming then your B&M might be as big as a home base, because I know a lot of them took over. A lot of the B&Ms took over home base.
Yeah, our one is the only thing I don't like about it is just that those narrow corridors. You just got to go down.
The narrow aisles.
That's in the corridors. Aisles.
Yeah, and some people got trolleys, and the aisles are so narrow. I'm thinking you can hardly get 2 trolleys up there. So if you're going in different directions, it's just it's crazy that the way that they've done it. But yeah, a lot of them took over home bases. So if you have a big home base that's now changed into a B&M, then it's okay to wheel up and down, but not the little.
Yeah, everyone just gets in the way, and somebody's got to. You're looking at something, then something rams their trolley in front of you, and you're just sitting there waiting to get the okay, no, in your own time.
Yeah, you don't like that sort of thing. I don't mind it. What I don't like is if you go to a market and the market is packed. That is just, and there's always someone with a pushchair who inevitably stops in front of you to do I don't know what. And you're in the middle. It's not even by a stall. It's right in the middle where people are walking up and down, and somebody with a pram inevitably stops in front of you, and you're just like, oh my god, I don't want to go. So markets for me are, yeah, I don't like being in such a crowded space. I don't get me wrong, I don't mind crowded places and things like that, because obviously we go to Disney, we go to Vegas, but things like a market where there's so many people, that is the sort of thing that.
To actual fact, because I used to go to Chippenham College, so that's my thing, which is closed down now. But I used to go and eat in Shoestrings, which is the little sort of like a burger joint they've got there, and it's still there. It's still there after all those years. Shoestrings is still there, so I used to go and eat in there. And they used to do a deal with chips and mayonnaise, which is
sounds like my kind of deal. Chips and mayonnaise.
So that was the thing. Shoestrings, which is down. It's not too far from the train station in Chippenham.
I love chips and mayonnaise.
So I don't know if you've eaten there, Beth, in Shoestrings.
I think we're gonna. I don't know. I don't even know what we're having for dinner later.
We're gonna do a takeaway, I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I was talking to my mum earlier, and I was thinking fish and chips, or Wagamama's.
Oh yeah.
Because it's Good Friday, so we're having fish. I mean, he's pescatarian anyway.
Yeah.
So
cheese and chips and mayonnaise are great. Yes, there you go.
Now you're talking my language. Cheesy chips. When we were in this was before I went with Mark in Florida on International Drive. There's a place called Point Orlando, and they had Johnny Rockets. They've still got Johnny Rockets there now, but this was back in the day before they redeveloped that area. And they used to do chili cheese fries. They still do the chili cheese fries, because I think I had them before, but chili cheese for and then I have them with the mayonnaise. Oh, they're so good. Chips and mayonnaise, love it. It's one of my favorite things is chips and mayonnaise. Normally, if I have a meal, if the place does chips, I'm ordering them. If we're going Yo Sushi and they got the frou fries, I'm ordering those.
Yeah, that's nice.
If they do fries anywhere, if we go Prezzo or Zzz's or whatever, I'm having a side order of fries. If they do it, I'm having a side order of it, and then I'm going to ask for the mayonnaise.
There's actually, when I was a student, there's a local pub. Yeah, a local pub. They used to do a plate of chips, and he just grate cheese all over the chips. That was his version of cheesy chips. And that would just melt on.
No, I feel like if you do something like chili cheese fries, they have to be melted. I can't wait for the chips to melt. I want it under the grill and melted. But Prezzo used to do these pizza fries.
Oh yeah, your pizza fries. I used to love your pizza. Prezzo, yeah, they've shut down near us. There was one near us actually, and they've just closed down.
I think did you say they've gone into? Oh no, they closed a lot of restaurants, didn't they?
Prezzo's.
But
there's one in Swindon. Well, there was. I don't know if it's still there, but there's one in Swindon.
There's one in Bath.
Yeah, there is one. There's a couple in Bath.
Yeah. But yeah, they have these pizza fries, and it was with like the fries with a little bit of the marinara sauce and the cheese, which would be mozzarella, and pepperonis.
There you go. That's the thing.
Yeah. Pizza fries. I should make those. I'm gonna make those. I'm gonna make a video, and I'm gonna make pizza fries.
There you go. You've inspired another movie.
That's it. Another vlog, another video. Pizza fries. Wow. Well, we've been chatting for quite a long time.
Yeah, I think there's a Prezzo at Regent Circus. Yeah, in town in Sweden. I thought there's a Wagamama's in the actual Vista, the outlet village as well, in the food courts. I thought there was a Prezzo there, but I might be wrong. But there definitely is a Wagamama's.
Because your parents got. I introduced his parents to Prezzo.
Yeah, they like the Prezzo.
They really like it.
They like Prezzo. They did like Prezzo, especially the dessert, the salted caramel.
Oh yeah, yeah. Your dad was one for that.
Oh yeah, I'll have a little bit now.
I think we're going to come to an end now.
Yeah, but that's been really good, and it's been really, really good to have you on board, Beth.
It's really enjoyed. It's been so nice to talk to you.
We will do, like I said, we are going to commit to more lives. I think it's something that we've been wanting to do for ages, actually. And it's people like you that make the lives really interesting and exciting to do.
Yeah, so it really, it really. Like I said, I love talking to people. It's part of my job. Do it as by trade. Is chatting to people.
And to you, thank you, and you stay safe as well. Look after yourself.
Yeah.
We will let you guys know when we are going to do the next live. We will come up with a topic, or we might just do random talks like we do.
Yeah, like we do now. And if you can, bake a cake and then send me a picture or show me, or I really want to see your progress. If baking's your thing, it might not be. It might not be. It's not everyone's. I used to bake a lot when I was younger, and then gave it up for a very long time. And then my cousin baked a cake and gave me the idea, and I thought, you know what? And that's when I started baking. So if you do, or any of Mark's cooking things that you've started to do now from the Back to the Future, we'd love to see it, hear it. Or if you just want to talk about travel, because I'm all about the travel.
Oh, you love baking. Good. Kelly's got some really good videos. If you do want to have a little look.
I want to, but I want to hear more about your baking.
Yeah.
I want to hear more about your baking.
What baking do you do? What's your speciality? So you've been doing the jar cakes, haven't you, recently?
The cake jars and stuff like that. What is the thing that you like to do? I found a love of baking only recently, in the sense that it was lockdown, and
cakes. There you go. So Kelly's just got these fresh out the oven.
Well, they're not so much fresh anymore. Well, they're still warm.
They're still warm.
They're still warm.
Yeah, same with you. There you go. So you want to try actually you want to do this as a surprise. So there's some new bits you're going to come to do.
Yeah, I'll do a couple more videos on that. But I love hearing from people what they've done and what they're cooking and sharing ideas, all of that type of stuff. I love it. I watch YouTube pretty much all day.
Well, I watch it every day as well. So
yeah.
We watched it so many times. We thought we might as well do our own channel.
Yeah, we I love watching other people. I love seeing people's ideas. I love sharing ideas. I love hearing ideas. All of that type of stuff. So yeah.
Victoria Sponge I love making, but tomorrow I should be doing Easter cake.
I thought about that, but
my mum makes really good Easter cake.
I don't know if I'd be good at it because I've never done it before. So please let me know have you done it before? Have you done Easter cake before?
Because that'd be interesting as well. Because Mum used to make Dundee cake. She does do Easter cake as well. Is Easter cake that's the one with marzipan in?
Is that Seminole cake? Is that
I think it is. Well, Beth will know. But I think the one that I was thinking about is they're doing Easter cake, which has got marzipan in it. Marzipan on the top, marzipan in the middle.
I'm not a lover of marzipan.
I love marzipan. I love it. Yeah, same with me. I haven't, but where if it turns out wrong, you'll be fine.
No.
You sound like a good cook, so I think you'll be fine.
You sound confident to me. So I think, but it doesn't matter if it goes wrong because it is trial and error. I mean, the first time that I made a cake jar, that was the first day that I filmed it. That was the first time I tried it. So it's very much trial and error. And if it goes wrong, that's okay. It's not a bad thing. Have another batch ready to redo or rebake or, plenty of utensils. I find I need 2 and 3 of everything.
Yeah, exactly. If first you don't succeed, try again. And if you don't succeed, I'll be there to eat the leftovers.
Yeah.
So, which is exactly what I'm going to do with these ones as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna top them actually. Now that we're sort of wrapping up now, I'm gonna top them with a ganache or the chocolate ganache. Might as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, Ashford, are we really looking forward to see what Beth cooks?
Yes.
Please let us know how it goes. I'll be really interested to see how.
I'm gonna put my email in the where the about is. So send me your picture. Email me and send me your pictures and stuff like that. I'd love to know how it looks.
No pressure.
There's no pressure. Even if it's wrong, I don't care. I honestly don't care. So I just like to see what people are doing and to see how well they're getting on. So
yeah,
yes,
please do.
I'll put it in. I'll
forward
put it
to
in after this. Straight after this, when I come off, I'll put my email in the about bit, and then yeah, can't wait.
Good.
I'm excited.
There we are. Right, we shall wrap up. We shall
Yeah.
leave. We shall let you go back to doing what you're doing. I'll go for if you're baking, whatever you want to do. We're going to go and get something to eat. But
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. Really had fun. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I can't believe we prattled on for so long.
Yeah, well, we had fun doing it.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
did. Yeah.
And it also makes it as well.
Yes. Have a good Easter. Have a good Easter, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. I just enjoy your time. Enjoy the family time, and let me know how you're getting on with the baking and everything else. For anyone else, I'll put my email in. Please let me know your efforts. Love that.
Yeah, and actual fact, that's a good idea actually for doing future shares. Just
Yeah.
getting the community together to see what we can bake.
Yeah.
Anyway, we shall end the stream there. Thank you. Stay safe. Look after yourself. Eat lots of chocolate too. Enjoy. There we are. And we will see you in the next live.
Catch you in the next live.
But we will be doing videos in the meantime.
We
so
will.
Please, if you're interested, please watch. Until then, look after yourselves. Take care.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you.